UPA government is on a denial mode with respect to the worsening global economic crisis and its impact on India. What is the politics underlying this denial?
The basic thing about this government of India's view is to underestimate the impact of the crisis in India. You see. The main purpose is they don't want to take much step to protect the interests of the working classes. The real effect of the crisis is faced by the working class and the poor people of this country. You see. So, to deny any benefit to them, the government is trying to create an impression that the crisis is not very serious in the country. You see. But as a matter of fact, you see, after April, the seriousness of the crisis will be felt very severely because the old export orders will not be coming in future. You see. Already 15 lakh workers have lost their job, you see. And the government has not given any protection to them, you see. Government has given protection to industrialists. Crores of rupees are offered to them. But for the working class and the poor people, who have lost their only source of livelihood, there is no protection given to the workers. So it is an anti-people policy of the government that is behind all this claim of underestimating the impact of the global crisis in India.
What is the impact of the crisis on the Indian working class?
Indian workers have suffered most, you see, because of the crisis. There are lakhs of units in our country which are 100% export oriented. And because of the crisis, export orders are declining very sharply. For example, in the textile industry, 30 to 40% export orders have come down. In leather industry, 60% orders have come down. Because of this, employers have unilaterally, illegally closed down units. Government of India has not taken any step to stop such illegal practice. Even a big business house like Tata's, their automobile factory, they announced that they will work only for 3 days and 4 days will be without wages to the workers. This is absolutely illegal. But the government of India has not taken any step to stop such malpractices in our country. Some of the industries have announced wage cut for the employees, which is also illegal. There also government of India failed to take any step to protect the interest of the workers. Layoffs are declared illegally. According to law, before declaring layoff, you must obtain permission of the government. But without taking permission of the government, employers are declaring layoff all over the country. So workers are suffering, you see. According to our estimate, nearly 20 lakh workers have lost their job after the economic crisis at a global level. And even according to Associate Chamber of Commerce, in 1 year alone, more than 1 crore jobs will be lost, you see. But Government of India has no policy to protect the interest of the working class. This is the basic approach of the Government of India about this crisis.
What is the track record of the UPA in the last 5 years vis-a-vis employment generation and protection?
The UPA government has been talking so much in words about employment generation. But in practice, the employment generation has been very, very poor. You see. The Employment Guarantee Act is there. You see. It has only helped a section of the poor families in the villages. You see. They also didn't get work for 100 days. Their wages also are not adequate. You see. So the promise has not been implemented in full. You see. The National Common Minimum Program promised that the Employment Guarantee Act will be made applicable to urban areas also. You see. But during the entire period of 5 years, urban areas are totally not covered by this act. You see. So unemployment in urban areas has increased substantially, but the Government of India has not taken any step to check this unemployment. You see. Several industries have retrenched workers illegally, but no step has been taken by the government. You see. So the track record clearly shows that during the last 5-year period of the UPA government, unemployment in the country has increased sizably without any protection to the working class from the side of the government.
How do you assess the UPA's performance in guaranteeing security for the unorganized labor?
So far as the unorganized workers are concerned, the National Minimum Program promised a comprehensive bill for the unorganized workers. But the bill that has been brought by government does not contain any benefit for unorganized workers like the minimum wage, hours of work, guaranteed job in a year, social security benefit, retirement benefits. Nothing is there in the bill. The bill only provides for formation of committee to prepare welcome schemes for the unorganized workers. If the scheme is not unanimous, this then the government will not do anything, you see. That is why it's only a promise that is been created by the government for the electoral purpose, not for implementation, you see. Government has not provided any fund for the welfare of the unorganized workers in this bill, which clearly shows that there is no intention on the part of the government to do anything for the cause of the unorganized workers. With the result that all the trade unions in the country have opposed this bill, including those who supported the government. This is what has happened in our country today.
What all the specific issues of working women?
The working women have been promised several things by the government. For example, the Supreme Court directed the Government of India to prepare a law on sexual harassment for working women. But the government has only defined what is sexual harassment. But what punishment will be given for sexual harassment is not mentioned in the government scheme at all. With the result that in spite of sexual harassment, nobody is punished because of the absence of any legal protection to working women. And working women don't come forward because whenever such issues are raised, their own character is challenged and government has no machinery to take step against this issue. The second aspect which the working women have faced is, in the retrenchment drive, working women are the first to be victimized. A large number of working women have lost their job in a period of the global crisis. Their personal security also, because night shift work is started by the government, and many women are facing personal security problem. Without proper protection, they are unable to work properly. Then working women, the law is not properly implemented. They are not given proper promotion avenues. These are the problems they face. And UPA government didn't take any step to protect the interest of the working women.